Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I have a video for Clique kits and I'm using the new November kit. I love the way that it came together and I am using the brand new November kit, and the collection that this kit focuses on is Amy Tan Shine On collection. And I'm absolutely super excited to get some of this because I was not able to purchase any of this collection and I really love it. The colors are so fun. There's lots of black in this collection, which I really like, with the pops of color, with the pinks and yellows and blues and purples and corally orange colors, which is really pretty. So I am going to be using this photo of my daughter Emily a couple weekends ago when we took our yearly family vacation mini trip to the mountains, and this photo is of her on the Blue Ridge Parkway. We had stopped to take some pictures and I just like yelled her name and she kind of looked back at me and smiled, and it was just such a genuine smile. So when I saw this picture, I knew that I wanted to use this smile cut apart, and so I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. And I started with the strips of paper. I want them at the top and the bottom, and I was going to do it on pattern paper. However, I decided to use white cardstock because the pattern paper just wasn't looking right to me with the strips. So that is where I'm going with this. I'm going to go ahead and start adhering the strips down. This is really the only part that I had in my mind when I started. I really wanted a top and bottom strip of some sort, and I really wanted to use the black corrugated paper because it's one of my favorites in this kit. As well as last month's kit, they had a white corrugated paper, and I really love the added texture that it adds to the layout, as well as just the dimension. It's a very small dimension, but I really like it. So that's really it. That, the photo, and the smile was kind of all I had in my head when I first started. So the rest of it just kind of came together as I went along. So I am going to mat the photo on white cardstock, but because of course I have white cardstock behind the layout, which is what the layout is on, I need to put some black behind that photo as well. So I'm going to bring in the corrugated paper behind the photo again to add more of that texture and to add some of that black. And then I'm also matting the whole layout on a piece of black cardstock from my stash. So I really like the interest that it adds when I put that black behind it. I just really love the way that that looks. And here's a little tip for you. Once you get, if you're matting a whole layout on a piece of cardstock, once you get it where you like it, hold it. Hold half of it up, glue it down, and then hold the other half and glue down, because so many times I have just pulled up the paper completely and put adhesive on that cardstock and then tried to get it right, and you know, almost never do I get it right, and then I'm having to pull it up or rip the paper, and it's really a big pain in the butt. So that's just a little tip that I try to remember, but sometimes I forget and I accidentally don't do that trick, and then I rip a piece of paper, which is really upsetting, especially if it's a piece of paper that you just love. So yeah. So really, again, that's all I had in my head. So now I'm going through my die cuts, ephemera pieces, like I always do, and trying to figure out which pieces I want to use. So I pull out the pieces that I think will work with this layout, and then I go from there. So I knew that this floral piece and these leaves I wanted to use. They're gorgeous. I wish there was a whole pack of just these, just the florals and leaves, because I could use florals and leaves for everything, literally everything. I love it. And then I also really liked this circle element that has it's like a journaling spot, and then the banner. So I layered them on top of each other, and then I also really like this little banner thing at the top, and it says so much fun, because we had so much fun. I love the way that this looks. This layout came together so nicely. It only took me 30 minutes to create this layout, which is crazy. I love it. I love the way that this layout came together. I can't say that enough. This kit was just perfect for this. That blue sky with the blue in this, I just think it looks really great together. I love all the black with the pops of color. And I really, really like the way that it came together. So for the smile, 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 I'm going to put that up on Pop Dots because the photo is matted on the corrugated paper and it adds a little bit of dimension. So that piece would not have laid flat if I didn't put it up on Pop Dots. So I put a couple Pop Dots behind it, and then I'm going to go ahead and start adhering all of these little pieces down. And it takes me a while. I fuss with them just a little bit to get them just right, and then I go ahead and adhere them down. For this one, I did not use liquid glue just because it's going on top of my photo, and I don't necessarily like to use liquid glue on my photos. That's just me. I don't know why. I don't like to do that. But I am going to use my liquid glue for the leaves to glue down, and I'm going to use my fine line bottle for that just because it gets in there and doesn't put too much glue down, which can be, you know, a pain if you have too much glue and then it seeps out from the side. So that is what I'm doing there. And then I'm going to bring in some of the puffy hearts from this kit, which are adorable. And I'm going to put them in a couple different places. And then not the last thing. Another thing that I'm going to do is bring in some of those tiny word stickers. You get 2 of each color in this kit. And I only have 1 of each color laid out here because obviously I don't need 2 of each for this specific layout. So that is what I'm going to do. The tiny word phrases that I'm going to use are "meet me in the sunshine" and "you're my fave." And then the last thing that I'm going to do is bring in some black mist to add some black splatters to the layout. And then that is going to be my layout for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and do not forget to hit that subscribe button so you guys don't miss any upcoming videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to spread love and be kind. I hope that you all have an amazing day. Bye.